we thrive.
And I have one thing to say. For me, at the end of reading the book, it made me realize my journey is my reward.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it reflects on all of our lives and what you've been through. But once you walk through it, and you know, it's like a breakup. First you cry, then you think back on all you tolerated, and then you forgive and you live with it. So when you revisit it now, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to add a couple things. I have to say that when I said thing about a title, and I just want to direct this to you, she said a purpose. So in our thought process when we were growing up, or I've been in situations before where they're like, you're not worthy because you're not a doctor, or you're not a lawyer, or you're not this, or you're not that, right? So you don't feel worthy because the world surrounds itself with you having titles. But there's some people in the world that make more money or do more things for the world that don't have a title, right? I mean, so, but I have to say for Dr. Lisa, I was so proud of her.
Yes.
For that title,
Yes,
right? And when
yes.
you call her by her title, she's like, you know, she's humble. And I have to say, like, I appreciate that. That's why it's so important in my phone that I have your title.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you for that.
I go to look
Yes.
at Lisa, and it's not there. I'm like, oh, I got to go to D.
Yeah. And because in your job, you're helping the world. You're helping kids.
yes.
You're representing our educators, right? And so in order to be respected in your job, you had to earn that title, right? Yeah. Because you weren't you weren't, it wasn't given to you, right? Yeah. Okay, so that part. And then, thank you. And then I want to say is, you know, Tracy informs people when they order the book. Sometimes people have expectations, you know, when you say you have a book, right? The thing about God, what he gives you is so small, but so big.
What did I tell you?
So know that as you walk, he comes out of nowhere. You should always walk in expectancy and know that what he gives you is not going to be all blown up and all this and all that. You know, what God gives you is quiet, silent, and powerful. So thank you. Okay, thank you. And then the last thought I have, and then I'll let somebody else talk. Today I was reading, I love reading, especially the paper.
Yes.
And it's not always news, but I read that Eve, when she found out she got that award, that Grammy that she just got the other night, because anyway, you guys don't need to know the backstory, but she said, what is meant for you won't miss you.
That's right.
Oh my God.
I believe that.
You know what? If we walk in that truth, because what is meant for you, especially when it comes from God, it won't miss you. It won't pass you by.
That's true. And I want to add on that. So I was asked to sit on a board, okay? So I went straight to VP. It wasn't even start from the bottom and then go up. They was like, no, we want you to sit on the board. It was board of WIPA in my wedding industry. And I was like, me, vice president? Well, first of all, I'm just joined. I'm just a member right now. But that was God opening that door. So I sat on the board for 2 years as VP and went right into being the president. You still have to interview to get to that next stage. Me and interviews are not friends. I stutter, I sweat, I'll be like, and they say, tell me a little bit about yourself. I'll be like, why you ain't know? But God opened those doors because if you knew who I was up against, you know?
Yes.
God was like, no, I'm putting you in that position. That door is open for you, and that's your seat.
That's right.
And I was
But
like,
the beautiful part of that
Because I tell you, I'm a seer. So even with you saying that, do you know who I was up against? You wasn't up against nobody but yourself, because that was your seat. No
That's a
matter
good
who
one.
you thought
That's a
they
good
were.
one. That's a good one.
Your seat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was your
yeah.
seat.
So
You
all,
went up against nobody, so keep your head
in
when
my
you go
head.
up in there, so they can make sure they know that this is.
And I'm just the
And
opposite.
I have to add to that because I tell her that all the time.
Yeah, she does.
Do you know?
No, she does. She does. She's like, Mom, stop it. I'm like, but you don't understand. No, I understand. You're against yourself. You're stopping yourself.
I was humble until I called you on the phone. And then the next morning, Fallon called me and I said, damn right. Because I've been playing myself this whole time. You keep shrinking. I didn't post my nails because other people were doing nails, and I know I am. I taught myself how to do nails. I'm an artist. I can do anything, but I never wanted to make somebody else feel small. God said, I give you these gifts to give to the people. Who are you to hold on to it?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to snatch it then. Then I have writer's block, and I can't create for 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Because you want to be disobedient. Now I'm going to give you a sprinkle and see what you do with this, because this is your purpose. Are you going to do it? And then you, like I told you, this is you standing there with the torch. So whoever else is next,
Yes.
you better
yes.
hit that. You better hit that flame.
Come
That's a
on,
good
Sarah.
flame.
And the
Come on, Lily.
What?
You know it's
The
God.
torch. I'm carrying the torch. You gotta
Oh,
start
girl.
your book.
Right.
I got a
You
bestseller
know
for
it's
sure.
God because she can't remember the words. She can't remember what she wrote. It's almost
It's
like
gone.
preaching. It's like preaching.
It's
When you
released.
preach,
It's
released.
released. It's
when
released.
you write a
That is
sermon,
happening.
when you write a sermon, you don't know
Yep.
where that comes from.
You can't
And when
repeat
you
it.
I
say
can't-
the sermon,
That's
Cannot
you're
repeat
like,
it.
I said that,
Nope.
and that's exactly what
exactly
happens.
what
I said,
happened.
Tracy, I pointed out something to her, and she's
Right.
like, what?
She's like,
Where was that?
She's like,
Yeah, I was like,
You
and so,
know,
and let me just tell you, when you had asked me that, I was like, let me go to my notes. I didn't go on the computer. I actually went to my little scribble scrabble, and I said, oh, that's what I meant. Okay, and I was able to come back to her and say, this is what I meant.
God inspired words. Yes, absolutely.
Yep,
And it's always bigger than what you can ever imagine.
absolutely.
So with all of that, that's a wrap.
Hey! Yeah! Sorry.
Girls trip.
Girl trip. Cancun.
girl shit. This is the girl shit.
There you go.